Real Talk Perez? Real talk, man.
Real Talk Perez.
Real Talk Perez.
Real Talk Perez.
Of course, Real Talk is one of them.
It'll be Real Talk Perez. All right.
Real Talk Perez.
Real Talk Perez.
Real Talk Perez, man.
Real Talk Perez.
Real Talk Perez.
Perez.
Real Talk Perez.
And the Real Perez.
Real Talk Perez.
What up, people? It's your boy Real Talk Perez coming at you with another video. Thought I'd just make a quick video. Yeah, you did not see a misprint. This is a Mets video. I think this is probably my first or second Mets video that I've made on this channel. As you can see, I am a Mets fan, and there really is not a lot to talk about when it comes to the Mets. But there's something that I've seen today that I just have to get off my chest. That as a Mets fan, I don't know, maybe I'm not a huge baseball fan. I know how to play baseball. I actually grew up playing baseball when I was little. Not like high school level and stuff, but I mean, like it was supposed to be, growing up, that was supposed to be my number one sport. As I got older, I kind of did my own stuff. I started playing basketball a lot more. Football ended up becoming my number one sport. Anyways, like I said, I'm not a huge baseball fan. It's probably my fourth favorite sport. Football, boxing is tied up there together. Probably put football first, because I'm more of a fanatic of football than I am of boxing, but I love boxing. Boxing would definitely come second. Third would be basketball, and fourth would be baseball. Again, I'm a Mets fan. I'm rambling about nothing. So let me... Basically, growing up as a Mets fan, all my family is from New York. My mom, my uncles, my aunts, everybody's from New York. My grandmothers and grandfathers were all born in Puerto Rico. One of my aunts was actually born in Puerto Rico, and they moved from Puerto Rico to New York. And this is from, oddly enough, this is from both my dad's side of the family, my mom's side of the family. Both did the same thing, different reasons, but both did the same thing. Went from Puerto Rico, moved to New York. Then that's where my dad and my aunts were born, and my mom and my uncles and aunts were born. Everyone was born in New York. They were born and raised in New York. And they, again, oddly enough, both sides of my family, my mom's side, my dad's side, they all moved to California. Then that's where my generation, me and my cousins, were all born in California. So growing up, they all rep, all my family, my aunt and uncles, they all rep New York. My uncles are a huge baseball fans. I mean, they know baseball like I know football. Probably better, to be honest. Like, I know football, but, you know, my uncles, they know football. They know baseball. That's their thing. They know baseball. They're like a baseball encyclopedia. Anyways, they grew up Mets fans. I really didn't watch baseball. I never could watch baseball unless it was the playoffs. The only team I could ever watch was the Mets, and that was because, you know, I grew up watching the Mets with my uncles, popping a brewski, you know, sports talk, watching the Mets all the time. So, you know, I kind of got into the culture of the Mets fans. But being a Mets fan is very difficult, man. If you guys know, I'm also a Buccaneers fan. I'm also a Lakers fan. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, you're scattered everywhere. I am, but I love, first of all, diehard. Every team that I just mentioned, diehard fan. Diehard Bucks, diehard Lakers, diehard Mets. Well, I would like to say diehard Mets, but I'm not that into baseball to say diehard Mets. I mean, if there's any team, it's the Mets. I don't mess with no baseball team. I'm only Mets. So I can technically say diehard Mets, but I'm not a diehard baseball fan. Period. So, anyways, there's things about my teams. Lakers, born and raised in LA. I love the Lakers, man. We're always winning championships. I get my championship fix from the Lakers, man, 24/7. Like, I don't go too many years without feeling that championship feel, you know, because of my Lakers. My Lakers are always up there, man. I love my Lakers to death. My Bucks, that's my rebuilding project. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the team that I love to see us get better, and that's the team which, because football's my number one sport, and to be honest, Buccaneers is my number one team out of, I mean, if they said go to a Laker game or go to a Buccaneers game, I'm sorry, I'm going to a Bucks game. I just, maybe, I don't know what it is, it's football. I love football to death. So if they said you have a chance for the Lakers to win the championship or the Buccaneers to win the championship, I'm picking Bucks every time. I don't know if maybe it's because I'm already used to the Lakers winning championships, or you know, it's, I guess when you win it a lot, it's not that big of a deal. It's still a huge deal, but it's not that big of a deal. But and it's a more bigger deal for the Bucks to win the championship than the Lakers to win the championship. I don't know if that's what it is, or just because I love the team more. I don't know what to say, but that feeling of rebuilding that Buccaneers team and getting into the playoffs and making a championship team is so much more satisfying than any other team, any other sport. But I was looking at this like it's weird. And my Mets team is that big time underdog. That big time underdog team that I have. I mean, I didn't pick it because it was an underdog team, but it just happens to be that team, man. And the reason why I decided to make this video in the first place is because I have a problem with the Mets franchise, the Mets organization, man. It's like every time my uncle's like, oh, this is a good player, or he's good, this is good. It's like we never keep that player. We go and we go buy a pitcher. We don't have that pitcher no more. Or, you know, we come and get somebody good. We don't have that player no more. It's like we always trade. Like I said, I don't know baseball. I might be overreacting. This might not mean nothing anyways. But John Buck has been doing good for us. I've been seeing a lot of highlights with Bird. What's his name? Our outfielder, Bird. I've been seeing a lot of highlights with him. He's been doing good. We've been and for the first time I actually told myself, like, wow, we're not making the playoffs, but we're not dying. Our season's just not dying like it usually does. We're actually still winning a lot of games. You know, we're still competing. Even though we're not gonna make the playoffs, we're still competing. And I told myself just like 20 minutes ago, like I told myself that I'm proud of my team. You know, 5-0, 0-5. We won last game. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna play again today. Probably think so. And it's like I'm proud. They're still competing. That's good. Finally, you know, we're not taking a dive at the end of the season. And what do I see on SportsCenter? John Buck and Bird sent off to the Pirates for some, you know, minor leaguers. Now again, I'm not a huge baseball fan. I might be overreacting. This actually might be a good move, but in my eyes, from what I know from baseball, it's like, why do we always give up something that's looking good? Every time someone does good, we give it up to somebody. It's like every time, man. Matt Harvey, we have Matt Harvey. I had to ask my uncle, so do you think we're keeping him, or what do you think? One of the best pitchers, probably the second best pitcher in the Major League Baseball right now, and I had to ask my uncle, you think we're keeping him? And that's a legit question. Like, for a Mets fan, that's a legit question. Are we keeping this guy or no? Because it seems like every time we get somebody, we trade them or give them away, or we don't want to pay them. The only player that I've known the Mets to keep is David Wright. That's the only Met. And like I said, I'm not a huge baseball fan, so I might be overreacting. I might not know that this is a good thing. I'm just gonna be honest. But from what I feel, what I know so far, what I've been going through as a Mets fan, is just like that's what it seems like we do. So if you're a baseball fan, comment. Let me know what you think about it. If you're a Mets fan, please comment. Let me know what you think about it. I don't know. Just talk about it on the comment section. Let me know. Peace.